Hey College and Career Success, this is your week 1 assignment video. So I'm back with you now covering your assignments that you are going to be expected to finish in this very first week of the semester. If you have not already done so, I recommend going to the Start Here section and watching the welcome video, which is going to walk you through how to navigate the course and some different components of all of these different tabs and pages. The links to your videos are also always going to be sent as a message, as well as in your announcements. You can see the video links are right there as well. And then in the lessons area, you could already see that I have week 1 videos ready to go. So this is where your videos for your lecture and for your assignments will be housed. Hopefully you've already watched the week 1 lecture. It's not really a lecture because there is no chapter associated with this first week, but it still walks you through a couple of things. It's less than 4 minutes, so it's fairly quick. So I recommend watching that because it does talk about, this muddy point up here in the student services assignment workshop. So let's go ahead and click into week 1. All the weeks are set up in the same way. It's going to give you an overview, what you're going to read, the assignments you're going to complete, and when those are due. So you do have 3 assignments due this week. Most weeks have a discussion forum, as I've mentioned before, and whenever you have a discussion forum for attendance purposes, you need to post by Wednesday. So Wednesday at 11:59 gets you your attendance points. Responded to classmates by Sunday. What I want to make sure you know is that, let's say you have an off week or you don't log in until Thursday or Friday, please do not just say, oh well. Please still post, because 2 things happen with your discussion posts. First, they do serve as attendance. So yes, if you post by Wednesday, you get 100% attendance. But if you post by Friday, you still get 50% attendance. So 50% is better than 0%. So please still make sure that you post. Second thing happens is you still get points for the assignment. The discussion boards are assignments. So you get points for doing it and responding to your classmates. So if you don't do it at all, not only are you missing attendance points, you're also missing assignment points. So you're kind of double whammying yourself. Okay, so you also have a Title IX quiz and a digital scavenger hunt. Those are due on Sunday, and I'll talk to you about those here in a moment, and a little bit about this handshake. So the materials, as I talked about in the week 1 kind of like lecture video, are things that are going to help you with these assignments. But I'm going to go ahead and click right in. Week 1 assignments. The first thing is your discussion forum. As a reminder, I have again here when it is due. And then here is the prompt itself. Introduce yourself. Share at least 3 things. Here are the 3 things you're going to share. A time when you were proud of an accomplishment, an interest or hobby, and at least 1 goal. So, and you can tell us more than that, that's fine. But at least these 3 things. When you were proud, an interest or hobby, and at least 1 goal. Remember, they have to be 150 words or more. If you want, you can open up your Microsoft Word and you can sit there and type and copy and paste over into the discussion forum if you would like to do so. Or, and I'm going to show you how to post, you click right in here. It's going to open up like, hey, here's our discussion forum. We're going to click create thread. And it's going to retell you the prompt, so you don't have to do any kind of back and forth, which is really nice. And so for the subject, I'm just going to say like intro post. And then down here, I'm going to start typing, okay, so that I can do that. And you can see I've got 2 words. So there is a feature that tells me how many words. I just know some people like to do copy and paste from Word over into Blackboard, or some people like to type it right in here. So you're going to respond to this in 150 words or more. If you're a little under, I'm not going to knock points off. If you're like at 145 or something, it's not a big deal. But if I start seeing that you're like consistently at like 100, 110, like you're not really hitting the mark, that's when you're going to see me take off some points. Whenever you're done, you're going to hit submit. And then by Sunday, you are going to respond to 2 classmates. So to respond, you simply go into the forum, click on the name of their thread, and hit reply. And a response is not just good post, I agree, I disagree. No, a response is a couple sentences. Make sure that you are building off of it. Make sure that you are adding to it, or you're answering or asking a question, something that's going to further the conversation. Okay, so post your original by Wednesday and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. And that information is also in your calendar and your syllabus. All right, so let's talk about these 2 assignments. These are both due on Sunday, and these are both automatically graded assignments, which means you click in there. It's going to bring this to the Title IX, so this is where you can have that PowerPoint up and running in the background if you wish. It's going to open up into an additional window. You're going to Okay, next, it's going to talk to you. It's going to tell you more about Title IX. You're going to click through, and it's going to eventually start asking you some questions. Here you can kind of go back to this PowerPoint presentation up here in the materials folder, or you can go through and answer the questions. When you get to the very last slide, make sure you hit submit, and it is run all the way through. The same thing with the College Resources Digital Scavenger Hunt. It's going to open up into a separate window. It's going to ask you questions and talk to you about different resources, and this is where you could go back into your materials folder, or this kind of asks you to like click on things. So you can click, it's interactive, you can click on things. Then it's going to ask you a series of questions about where things are located. Another assignment which is going to be automatically graded, which means these two assignments I do not manually grade. You complete them, make sure that they get copied over into the grade book. This is how you know that's happened. Once you're completed these, go to the My Grades. You can see how Title IX is right here, the Scavenger Hunt is right here. Make sure there's not like a blue circle. Blue circle means in progress, means I can't see your grade. I would give it an hour or so. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to transfer over, but eventually you'll see a grade pop up there, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever the case is. And that's what I'm going to use to enter into like my paper copies so I can keep track of how you're doing. Now, Thursdays is when I typically will send just a real quick reminder. If you have not completed assignments, I'll click in Blackboard, like, send this group of students an email reminding them. That's not because you're late or anything. It's just a real quick reminder that, hey, assignments are coming due. I know some students like to work on the weekend, and that's totally fine, so don't get alarmed if you get a reminder on Thursdays about assignments. Okay, so both the Title IX and the Resource Scavenger Hunt are due by Sunday. They're automatically graded, so just make sure that your grade copies over into Blackboard. Sometimes even take a screenshot of your grade if you see it in front of you. That way you have like a backup proof, if you will, if for some reason it doesn't transfer over into the grade book. And then the last thing is Handshake. It's not graded, but this is like a job posting. This is also going to be where a lot of the workshops are housed. They're on Zoom, but they're kind of housed in Handshake. And it's a great place to like upload your resume, start doing job searching. So I encourage you to take a look at this and activate that account. All right, so real quick recap for this first week. Make sure you take a look at the materials, look at the week one, like lecture video, complete your post for introduction by Wednesday for week one attendance, responded to classmates by Sunday, and then both the Title IX and the Digital Scavenger Hunt by Sunday as well. If you have any questions over anything, please reach out. Have a great week.